I'm Bridget Fitzpatrick from Manor Hamilton in County Leitrim, originally from County Fermanagh. Well, this is my wedding dress, and we got married on June the 13th, 1970 in Canoli. And came 2 weeks later, I came to live in Manor Hamilton. Clonus lace, I learned how to do. An 85-year-old woman from 5 Mile Town was the instructor, and I did all these little squares of lace. And when I got engaged, I rang her and I said, I'm going to be marrying that man that you heard of when I was doing the lace. And I thought I would make a top for my wedding dress, and she thought I was being a very diligent client she had, and in her class at the time. But she wondered whatever happened to me, because I changed and came over to here in Manor Hamilton. But anyhow, she gave me the instructions on what to do. Now the dress, she recommended that I should buy this material. It was manufactured up in Northern Ireland that would look good on the quality of my lace. And that I made the dress as well. And the hat, of course, to go with it. But thank God it all worked out for me. And I ended up then making the bridesmaid's dress, which was a pale pink. And but there's a lot of work for the Clonus lace part of it. I enjoyed it. It was a joy to do. And she even suggested that I get a long veil and put some of my roses on the veil so that it would tie the whole outfit together. And that I did do. And her daughter got me a paper pattern out of brown paper at those years. Brown paper was a great thing for a pattern for a blouse or a top you could add to it or take from. So I pinned all my little squares to it and made this top that's beside me here. And thank God it turned out very good, and I wore it on my wedding day. Then when I came here to Manor Hamilton, the comprehensive school opened, and I did a class of Clonus lace with a number of people there were interested in it, but they all found it, as I did when I started, very difficult because a very fine needle and very fine thread. But some of them did, worked on it and made a collar. Lace collars in those times were very popular. And I had a couple of lace collars that people were looking to have for the dancing, Irish dancing children. And you get them back, usually. One that I loved myself, it didn't never return, and the woman disappeared, and wherever it went to, we don't know. But anyhow, it's something you're not going to wear every day. And of course, things change anyhow. The styles change. So, but that is the outfit. Also an exhibition, I have a piece of Carrick-Macross lace. And it was decided way back that ICA we would do Carrick-Macross lace. So I decided I may as well have a go at this too. And so I started. It was a piece, it really wasn't the right thing for me at all. But I did do it. It's not very flattering, should I say, but because there are much more beautiful pieces of Carrick-Macross lace to be had. But anyhow, I decided there's no point in having this and having it in a bag, so I put it, framed it.
Hi, my name is Helena Golden. I'm a basket maker based in Leitrim Village. I'm originally from Manorhamilton, but I've been living in Leitrim Village for a number of years now. I grow 6 varieties of willow. So in terms of growing the willow for basket making, we harvest it every year in winter time. It's left to dry, and when we want to weave with it, it's soaked in water. So we've had lots of people here today weaving little bird feeders, small little hanging baskets. In terms of different projects that I'm working on, at the minute I'm working with the Leitrim Heritage Office, and we're doing a really nice project on a basket that's held in the National Museum, and it's a Leitrim basket that was used for teaming potatoes. So this is the type of basket that was used for teaming potatoes in Leitrim back in the day. The black pot of potatoes was boiled over the open fire and brought out and tipped into a basket like this outside, and this basket then full of boiled potatoes was brought into the house. So we'll have lots more information coming on this project soon. And then I run classes in Leitrim Village, and I travel all over Ireland delivering this lovely tactile craft of willow weaving. Schools, active retirement groups, women's sheds, everybody, just give everybody a chance to try their hand at willow weaving. So basket making is a craft that was pursued by both men and women. Men would have used the larger baskets on the bog, creels bringing home the turf, while women would have used baskets for market purposes. So the potato basket, the women were teaming heavy pots of potatoes into this basket every day. Egg baskets were also commonly used by the women, where the eggs would be sometimes exchanged with the travelling shop. The eggs would be counted out in exchange for groceries from the travelling shop, and then women would also bring the eggs to market as well.
Now, another part of the exhibition in here in the hall is my iron suit, skirt, cardigan and cap. And I did that, and it was in 1968, 69, wore well, and now it's been in a bag for quite a while. But I bought the wool, it was Donegal wool, and I bought it in Scéal, the craft shop that was there, wool shop. And I knit the skirt, and I knit the cardigan first and got as far as the collar, and I thought, what will I do? And then I thought, oh, I'll get more wool, and I couldn't afford all the wool together, so I got more wool anyhow and started the skirt, and I said, okay, if the jacket fits my hips, so will the skirt. So that's how I went with the pattern. I've been asked that question a couple of times this morning, but I knit it and enjoyed doing it. I love the yarn knitting, and then I decided everybody was wearing caps and hats. So I thought I would have my beret, and that's what I knitted that. And I got a lot of wear out of it after I came to live here in Manorhamilton. There weren't too many people, well, I live out Killargy way, and there's not too many people there, and they were saying, she's funny. But I wasn't a bit funny, I was really in style. But there was a very funny incident when myself and my husband, who's involved with horses, went to the RDS. Of course, the cap matched what I had already knit, so that was very easy to do, and I got a pattern for that. But we wore it, and I sent it off. I went off to Dublin, not looking for the best dressed lady or anything like that. It's just I wanted to be comfortable, and of course my husband was dressed for the horses. Didn't bother me either. We had a good time. But we were coming out from this tent, and these ladies were coming, lovely dresses on, beautiful dresses on, and high heels, all the rest. And we said good morning, and they just walked past us. And my husband looked after them to see the height of their heels. And the two ladies were talking about where did she come from. That was me. So, but they kept going. So then when we got as far as the horses, a man came and he said, "Oh, you must be for the best dressed lady." And I said, "No, I dress for comfort." And that was my iron suit.
My name is Steffi Otto. I run a business, it's called Heritage Crafts Alive, and I try to promote a few old businesses like rope making, just to keep them alive. One of my favorite things is working with straw and rushes. There's a wide variety of items that were made out of straw, and today of course straw is not easily available anymore, so it's just one of those dying crafts. Men and women would have made ordinary items for the daily use, like baskets to bring eggs to the market, hen nests to promote, to encourage hens to lay the eggs in there so that they wouldn't need to run around the farms trying to search for eggs. Then you have the whole culture of the mumming and the straw boys that made their costumes out of straw, just simply for the reason it was a material that was widely available and just basically doesn't cost anything. This is a saddle quern stone, and women would have used this even in isolated parts in Ireland. Even during the World War they still would have used these quern stones to make flour.
Hello, I'm Annie Gambrell from Killala Woolcraft, based in Ballycastle, County Mayo. I'm here in Leitrim today spinning some wool from local sheep. The process of spinning would mainly be done by women, and first of all, if you were going to make something like a jumper, you would have to start with the raw wool. This is from a local Mayo sheep, and it's been shorn but unwashed. So then we have to go through the washing process, and then you can go through dyeing. So this is some dyed Irish wool, and this is dyed using the bark of an apple tree. And it's this gorgeous yellow. Then you would go through the carding process and then onto spinning. And then you would end up with some lovely yarn like this, and this is from a Jacob sheep. And then you would have to go through the process of knitting or weaving to get your final garment.